Alright, a while back I made a railroad spike with a ram's head. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of those again today. I'll clean this spike up. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to push this spike up a little bit to make the nose a little more pronounced. Split this up here. That actually becomes the horns. And then go from there. So that's the plan. Let me clean it up first. So I cool off the top of this so that I can kind of step that nose down a little, I hope. I really don't want to mess up the steel on top, but I do want that nose down. You kind of see what I'm doing there. I'm bringing that out so we get a bit more of a nose there. So that seemed to work okay. I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of taper that nose down. You can see where I'm going with that. I don't want to go too far yet because I got to get those horns split. I like to do that with the wedge, so I'm going to do that now. I try to cool the nose down so I don't deform that much. Get this thing about even. Otherwise you end up with different size horns. Split that out. I'm not quite in the center, but we'll make it up. Again, I'm trying not to deform that nose, but I think you can see where I'm going there. The horns are split. I'll go ahead and finish shaping up the head, you know, as far as drawing it out, etc. Because once I get these horns out, it's going to be awful delicate. Just trying to shape that nose up. We got that face looking pretty good now. Basically going from one side and then the other. So I think you can see what's going on there. So what I want to do is just a little bit. I want to thin that neck out, and then I can go ahead and start working on this one. I'm just going to take over the edge with the cross peen, just kind of fuller that out a little bit. You can get some length there, you can curve that head down. It makes it look a little more dramatic. You see what I did there. So alright, so she's looking down a little bit more than she was. I think I like that. Let's work on those horns now. Alright, so anything I do now, I don't want to mess up that nose. So we're going to try to keep that as cool as we can. Over the edge of the anvil, I'm going to separate those horns. Mess up that nose too much. Not bad. So we kind of separated those horns so we can start working on them. Trying to get them separated from the head, as close to the head as you can. When you get from the head, the longer your horns are going to be. You can see what I'm doing there. You got to pull away and narrow it as close as I can. They're pretty damn close anyway, so we might try one more time and then get to the other. I think that's about as good as we're going to get on that one. I'll get the other one started here. start drawing them out now. I got the horns out here now. I want to put a little bit of detail in this handle before the twist, so I'm going to go ahead and chisel some grooves in all four sides. I want to do that before the horns get too thin because it's going to be awful hard to keep those from melting, so I'm going to do that next. It's pretty important that I get this stuff lined up kind of straight on here because you will see it if it's not. You will definitely see it if it's not. It doesn't have to be major, just enough to be visible in the twist. You get the idea what I'm going for. Alright. I got the 4 grooves in. I had the chisel jump on me once, so there's one spot with an extra line. That's too bad, but you know what? Sometimes handmade is handmade. So I got those lines in. I'm going to heat this thing, put the twist in, get that stuff out of the way. That's the heavy heating, and then we'll go ahead and get the head worked on, I think. Actually, no, because I'm going to put this thing in a vise. If I have the twist in it, the vise is going to ruin the twist. So I'm going to actually go ahead and form the eyes and face before I put the twist in. Alright, you want to get a good heat on this thing because it's going to take quite a bit of abuse. Get it in your vise, relatively secure. First thing I like to do is cut the mouth. Have some water in here for these chisels, but I don't. Doesn't have to be crazy dramatic, but it's got to be there. It's got to be there. Yeah. That's for sure. Alright, unfortunately that's all I'm going to get out of this heat. I'm going to heat it up again. That took longer than I wanted it to. I didn't tape it, but I pushed the nostrils back, put a couple of flares in, we'll give it one more heat and we'll put some eyeballs in. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the eyeballs in. What I like to do is put the recess for them in first at a bit of an angle. Something like that is good. Make sure they're not cross-eyed too bad. It's not bad. Actually, it's not bad at all. A little close to cross-eyed here. Get down in there a little bit. I like that. It's looking good. And then I put a little dot in the center of them. I think I got enough heat to do that. Yeah, it works. That works. And then I like to give them a little bit of an eyebrow. Make it look like they're the fighting machines that they are. It's a little too pointy right there. It's not horrible. I got one chisel mark I wish I didn't have. That's not bad at all. As a matter of fact, if I put this in with enough heat... Ow, I missed. Trying to watch what I'm doing. I missed the chisel. Yeah, I like that. It's not bad at all. A couple of lines on the nose to give it some definition. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's good enough. It's pretty damn cold now. I think that'll work. It's kind of hard to tell until you get her cleaned up, but alright. Looks like a sheep to me. Good enough for blacksmithing anyway. Alright, now we can put the twist in. Alright, here's the big twist. Put it in where we want it. Get it in the center the best we can. Nice and tight. Get this up as high as we can possibly get it. And I don't want it clockwise, I want it counterclockwise. Once. All the way around. Just about like that. See what it looks like. Looks good. A little bit crooked this. Am I recording? Good. I hate for you to miss that one. Get it a little bit straight that way. Don't look so bad. Don't look too bad that way. I want to head down anyway, so give it a little bit of a turn like that. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I think we're good. I think we need just a little bit more this way. There you go. Straighten it up a little bit this way. It's not bad. The more you do to it now, the less you got to mess with it later. So you can see those extra lines gave you a little bit more of a swirl to play with. So there's our ram's head. Now we're ready to draw those horns out. Alright, so we want these horns to come out square. Be careful I don't hit any of those details on the face with the hammer. So I'm going to just get my starting spot. Start it as quickly as I can. Just to be careful of those details I put in the face. So stretch them out. We'll get some more. Alright, so you're trying to get as much as you can out of it. The more you get, the more dramatic it'll be. But I just burned a little bit off of this one, so I don't know how much steel I'm going to have. What a word now. Alright, so there's one of them. I'm going to try to stretch this next one out. And like I said, I saw a little bit melt off, so I hope I don't have trouble doing it. I'm going to try to grab as much as I can up close to the head with this one. Add a little steel that I lost to it. If I can, without hurting any details of the head. I think I'll be alright. We'll see. Alright, I think I was able to get enough to match the length. So we might get lucky there. We'll see. So I'm a little bit short still, but not much. Not much at all. I think I'll be alright. It's always a rush for time here, especially when you're so far away from the forge. Get another part of the twist in. Do the same thing here. It's not bad. They're not quite even though. I wish they were a little more even than that. They're not exactly the same size, so it makes it kind of hard to do everything. A couple more heats, I think we'll have it. Enjoy my singing? Bet you do. Alright. Boy, this is slow. Nice little torch would be good right about now. But we'll get there. Let's use some regular pliers here for the last part, if I can get on it before it gets too cold. There we go, that's not too shabby. It's not too sheepish. I think I want to put a couple more twists on that other side and we'll be done. Alright, there you have it. Now we got to heat them up, bring those horns together, put the curl in. Alright, now we're going to just try to gently nudge these horns together without destroying too much detail in either direction. Tight for the bend. Alright, so now what we're going to do is actually knead them up too. Knead them up. Because you want them to come up and around. So we're looking pretty good there. I think we'll heat those up and see what we can do with bending. What's not retort? So we're going to bend these suckers around. Best we can before they get too cold to bend. And you end up breaking them off. Just about now, so I want to be a little careful. So I'm not happy with that bend, but it's a start. Alright, I think that's how it's going to go. I loosen that curl up a little bit. Doesn't look too bad at all, actually. Curl in a quarter, and I think that looks like a ram's head to me. It'll look much better once it's cleaned up, no doubt about it. The face doesn't look too bad, so I'll go ahead and move forward and draw this blade out, get that part down, and get this project done. Get in there. Ah, there she is. Ready to rock and roll. We'll go ahead and put an edge on it and harden it up. Alright, this thing is cooled down, so we're going to go ahead and get it cleaned up. Put it on the wire brush, clean up a lot of it. Get this nice and smooth. I think I'm going to go as clean as I can from here down, thinking for a polish, maybe finish. I hate to put that kind of work into it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I wire brushed the head. It's already starting to look pretty good. The handle here, just going to clean that off. So we're going to go ahead and grind this off and get a rough edge on it. Alright, I got most of the imperfections off the surface of the steel. Like I said, I'm trying to go for, I think, a mirror and nice clean finish there. No furging marks. We'll go ahead and shape this point a little bit better and get the rough grind done. Alright, there you have it. Got the edge on it. This sucker's ready for hardening right now, so we'll get it in the fire and then we'll get it quenched, tempered, and put the finished grind on. Alright, we got it up to temperature. We're going to go ahead and quench this thing now. Have it. It'll be as hard as it can be anyway. That's what the poor bastard looks like coming out of the quench. It's pretty sad. But time to clean it up, temper it. Alright, this is hardened and tempered. Now we're going to go ahead and clean it up and finish this baby. Alright, here it is. Ready to rock and roll, man. This sucker is ready for sale. Be up on eBay in a couple of days. I like it. It's not too bad. Like an elegant mirror, and then gets rougher right into the ram's head. Balance isn't horrible. I mean, it's all on the handle, but it isn't bad. It's a good grip. Put an edge on it. Give a little quick test here. Oh yeah. That's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. There it is, my friends. That's how you forge a ram's head knife. Out of a railroad spike in this case.